Hi guys, here's another video. I've got this Corsa D 2012 with an issue. Let me just start the engine up and show you. The engine management lights on. If you ignore the lights on the right hand side, we're going to concentrate on the lights on the left. So you see we've got two lights here. On the left hand side you've got the engine management light, and on the right hand side you've got the engine warning light. It looks like a spanner coming out of the top of the car. So what I've done, I've connected my Diagnostics tool to it, connected to the ECU, and what I'm going to do is erase the codes. I'm just erasing the codes here, and if I just click yes, erase codes, if you look at the clock on the right hand side, you'll see the codes disappear, the errors disappear, but after 15 seconds you'll see the engine warning light comes back on. Looks like a car with a spanner going through the roof. 15 seconds you see that one comes back on, and the fan starts to spin at the same time, the cooling fan. So I'm going to be able to look at that today. Okay, it's a problem with the overheating. So what I'm going to do is I've let the engine cool down, so I'm just going to undo this, replace this connector here, which is the thermostat or the thermostat housing. So first thing I'm going to do is, like I said before, make sure the engine's cold. And if you just pull this clip up slightly, screwdriver for the hose, and just pull the hose back, the hose will come off and there will be some liquid coming out, some coolant coming out. So like I said before, make sure the engine is cold when you're doing this so you don't get scalded. And then we've got this star key, which to undo the 3 retaining bolts. You see here, there's 3 retaining bolts going around it. Difficult to film and hold the camera at the same time, to undo and hold the camera. So I'm just going to remove this section here from the air cooler, just get out of the way. It's just one screw at the top which I've removed, makes it easy access. And I'm just removing the screws here, bolts, the 3 retaining bolts, and I've got all 3 retaining bolts out, so it's just a matter of removing the device. And like I said, this is the thermostat housing with a sensor. You see there, this is what the problem is. So what I've got to do now is just unclip this clip at the top. Like I said, difficult to film with the camera in your hand. And I've got it undone there, it's dropped into the engine. I'm going to have to fish that out. In the meantime, I've managed to find a unit for £19.99. They range from £16 to £150, depends on what you want to pay. They all do the same thing. And I've ordered it, and it's turned up the next day. So this is the original. It's got the OE part number on it, and it's faulty. So this is the new part which I've ordered. You can see it's got no part number on it, and it's got a seal on the front of it. So what I'm going to do is just clean up the front of this surface here before I refit this new one, before I fit this new part. Let's give you a little close up there. That's where it mounts onto. It's just 3 bolts. So I'll just put one of the bolts in. Like I said, it's very difficult to film and do at the same time. And you can see the thermostat sitting inside it. So what I'm going to do is just put this one bolt in first. Bolt on the left, on the right, sorry. Just put that in slightly. Once I've got a cord, and then I'm just going to put the bottom bolt in. Just give it a few turns. Just make sure I've got the thread caught. Okay, and then all I've got to do is put this right hand bolt in. Try not to drop it into the pipe. Okay, so now that I've got the 3 bolts in, I'm just going to just wind them up. Just get my extension on there and just hand tighten them up, all 3. Okay, so now that I've got all 3 tightened up, I'm just going to fully tighten them up, all 3. And let me just show you here, I've got all the bolts nice and tight there. See, I've got the part fitted to show you around it. All the bolts are nice and tight. So now that that's done, it's just a matter of connecting this sensor connector back up on the top. Just clicks in, and you heard that click, so that's fitted, and then it's just a matter of pushing the little clip down on the top of this hose and pushing it back on. you heard that click on also. So that's fully fitted, and let me just give you a close-up of what it looks like. You can see all the bolts nice and tight there. Got the top sensor clicked in and the hose. That's what it looks like. So it's just a matter of topping up the fluid that was lost, which won't be much, with antifreeze. You can see there. Let's put the cap back on. And as you can see here, I've started the engine up, and the problem's gone away. Both the engine light management and the engine warning lights have gone. So let it tick over, and that seemed to resolve it. So the problem was the thermostat, and that seems to be working fine. So with that, thanks for watching once again, and please subscribe.